So it really bugs me. A lot of ITIRTS people are believing I don't know what to say. I want to say it, but I can't say it on here, or my video would be wiped out. Well, taken off, taken down, whatever. So this Miller person telling the sheeples that the farm fish have PVR, and she goes on about it and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, all like, even the wild fish have PVR, and we still eat it. Like, we've been eating fish that's PVR for like hundreds of years or thousands of years. We've been eating fish that has some kind of something illness or whatever. And 8 billion people on Earth, and we're still here. PVR is very low risk, very low. So that means that it wouldn't affect us, hardly, unless we are immune compromised of some way or form or whatever. Very weak immune body because our parents or great grandparents passed something down to us that has a weak part of the DNA, whatever. But the fact is, PVR is in most fish. It's not like only in farm fish. It's not like it magically appeared in farm fish. It's in most fish, like in the wild. Like, come on, can people just get a clue? Like, they're acting like it appears out of nowhere, way in the nets. Like, no, it doesn't. Just think where the farm fish get it from. The wild, okay? Bacteria swims all over the place. Viruses clings onto bacteria. If you study like at least a year long of biology and stuff, like even in general basics and beyond, you would know this. Anyone would know this. It's common sense. Even if you do take biology or not for a whole year, whatever. There's a lot of different branches of biology, so I'm being in general because it connects to one another like a food chain. So anyways, she has to stop having this end game of hers, her selfish game, whatever. I think she's just a control freak, or she's jealous or conniving. She's doing this because of spite. Because other biologists from all different branches are denying her information because she's just not being truthful. And again, facts are proven that PBR is in most fish. It's not just in farm fish. We're eating fish that may be infected, okay? Wild fish is uncontrolled, and it's not well regulated. So what if the wild fish is been swimming in, going through any kind of pollution, oil, gas, or anything that we dump in the ocean, the seas? The fish swims in all of that and gets contaminated, okay? So, and it's like, just because something is wild, it doesn't mean it's clean. It's not necessarily clean, but we still eat it. Just because something is farmed, it doesn't mean that it's bad. There's nothing wrong with farmed fish. And Miller and BC Coast is not telling the whole truth. I don't know if she's being vengeful or spiteful, or she has a jealous streak or controlling personality or whatever it is. She's not telling the truth, okay? And if you guys go on about, oh, lice, just like ocean or fish lice, I'm like, I can barely see any lice on a fish. It doesn't affect the fish much. It's like when we humans get lice, it's just a little like, an itch or two, a couple of itches and stuff. And it's not like we're sick or ill, it's just something that clings on. It doesn't hurt anyone. It's a nuisance, but it doesn't cause illnesses, damages, or nothing. And Also, the lines, the fish that this idiot of ITODS of a customer brainwashing that customer. I knew he's JERK. He's a follower, and I don't like him around. Brainwashing. I did open up my mouth about the differences between ocean, like I don't know how to differentiate this perfectly well. Free swimming fish and non-free swimming fish. Free swimming is leaner, and if a fish is farmed, it has more calories, and it does get these kibble um, feed, and this is the same kibble that farmers use if they ever have fish in the dugouts. Same stuff. And Miller is telling people there's drugs or whatnot in this kibble. No, it's just to add extra amount of nutrients to fatten up the fish to feed the ever growing human population. So when he says about, oh, don't get farm fish, they feed them antibiotics, I'm just thinking, I just want to smack him so hard because he doesn't know what exactly he's saying. Even if he does, he's not being good. He's not being a good person at all. Vile. So, like, fish is fish. Like, feeding it antibiotics. So that means what? Wild fish is sick because we're not feeding it antibiotics. Like, it's the same stuff that farmers use to feed their fish if they have fish in their large dugouts. The same stuff they feed to farm fish in the West Coast. No difference, okay? The same stuff. And the whole net thing, yes, fish would be in nets when they get captured in the wild or anywhere in large volumes. Of course, they may have damage on their scales from nets, okay? Just because it has a net line doesn't mean it's farmed fish. Even wild fish can have it, okay? What do you guys expect us to bring our fishing poles and stand in the middle of the ocean and just try to hook one fish every hour or two? Labor costs and everything else. Like, fishing hooks? Fishing out like thousands of fish a day or whatever, you know? Like, come on, be realistic, okay? It's nonsense, you guys are speaking. You can't even break information down to the nth, whatever you guys can call it. Nth. Like, wild fish gets captured in the nets because we haul them out. Farm fish, nets, we haul them out. Okay? Just because something a fish has lines on it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's farmed, okay? So open up your mind, like really think about a lot of things that is being fed to you. Like really break the information down. Bacteria carries all kinds of things inside of nets, outside of nets. Fish passes things to other different species of fish all the time. Doesn't matter what it is, it passes different bacteria around, maybe some diseases around. And just because something's wild doesn't mean it's clean, okay? Something that is farmed is more protected from certain type of pollutants you see in here and whatnot in the oceans, okay? So, yeah, just start using your head. Like, come on, break information down. Like, you have your own mind. You can break information down. And the only time you're believing this stuff is because you don't want to think for yourself. You rather be brainwashed and not think. Who cares about this red blue pill type stuff? That's manipulation, okay? When you see news feeds on Facebook about the red pill and the blue pill stuff, that's manipulation. Ignore all that. That's not real. It's not realistic. It's not. So ignore Miller's and Mrs. If she's married, I don't know. I just remember the name Miller, okay? Ignore what she says, okay? Start thinking for yourself. Break information down. Use common sense. Use critical thinking. Stop being a sheeple of a follower, okay? Because what you guys are doing, you're not nice. You're unkind. No understanding. So, stop it, okay? Please.